Hello and welcome to my new Guitar Nerdery video. Today I'd like to show you the Halftone-Wholetone Scale. It belongs to the group of symmetrical scales and it's an octatonic scale, means it consists of 8 notes. You can do a lot with it, but today I'd like to show you that it perfectly matches with the blues scale. The Halftone-Wholetone Scale has a very special sound, and if you're searching for implementing something new in your bluesy playing, then this is maybe something for you. The Halftone-Wholetone Scale is exactly what it means. It's a sequence of halftones and wholetones. Only one after another. Halftone, wholetone, halftone, wholetone, halftone, wholetone, until you meet the octave and it repeats again in the next octave. And by that you get 8 different notes. And that's also why it's called a symmetrical scale. I'm gonna show you the scale in the key of A. In the key of A we have the root A, the minor second B flat, the augmented second B sharp, the major third C sharp, the augmented fourth D sharp, the perfect fifth E, the major sixth F sharp, the minor seventh G, and A again, the octave. And it sounds like this. I think a lot of you will have to get used to the sound first. It sounds somewhat strange, but that's the point here. We want to create something new. Before I'm going to show you an easy to learn 3 notes per string shape pattern. When analyzing this scale, it's first obvious that there is, besides the root, a major third in it, a perfect fifth and a minor seventh. That would be as a chord an A dominant 7 chord. So the halftone-wholetone step scale is a dominant scale. You can play over a dominant chord. But what makes it very special compared to the mixolydian scale, for example, we have also a perfect fifth and a major 6, but we have additionally to that a minor second and an augmented second. So the second is in both directions altered, and it is also an augmented fourth. So you can play it over a dominant 7 flat 9 or a dominant 7 13 or a dominant 7 flat 5, and you can play it also over the Jimi Hendrix chord, the dominant 7 sharp 9. Very cool. I could go on with a lot of theory here, but I don't want to keep you from playing. I think I spare the details in theory for another video. What I intend in this video is just for you to find out by yourself the sound of that scale. The main thing you have to know for this video is it fits perfectly into a dominant 7 blues situation. I prefer 3 note per string scales, scale patterns. And it's possible to make the Halftone-Wholetone scale fit to your concept. And I made it fit to my 3 notes per string concept. The 3 notes per string pattern I created doesn't start on the root, which I use as an orientation mark. So if I want to play in A, I see this A here in the 5th position. And my pattern actually starts a halftone step up, but I play also that A, but that actually belongs to a former pattern underneath it. Sounds maybe confusing, but let me show you my whole pattern very slow. I'm gonna play it up and down and explain it afterwards. I'm gonna start on the root and then slide into my 3 notes per string shape. And now I go back into the 5th position. And because the B string is tuned differently, I can stay in the 5th position, which makes it very comfortable. And as you can see in the diagram, that whole 3 notes per string pattern you can subdivide into 2 string 6-pack pattern. This little pattern here this fingering I use on the E and the A string. So on the E string I have this, and on the A string I have this. You can apply this also to the D and the G string. It's the same pattern, the same shape. And the same you can apply to the B and the E string. So we have 3 sub-pattern here. They all look the same. It comes in very handy. And the additional root. I color-coded the diagram so you can exactly see what I mean. Subdividing this 3 note per string pattern into sub-pattern, they all look the same. It makes it very easy to memorize. And what's also very cool with this scale in comparison to other scales, when you learn other scales, like the scales of the Ionian system, if you want to cover the whole fretboard, you have to learn all 7 shapes. And this one is pretty easy. If you want to use my shape here, you can cover with it the whole fretboard. You can move exactly that shape. You do not have to change anything. 3 frets up and it looks the same. So if I start here, now 3 frets up, and here again I can go 3 frets up, and again 3 frets up. And the next pattern, 3 frets up, is the one an octave higher I started with. So realize you learn one shape, which is actually easy to memorize by itself, and you can repeat exactly the same shape, always 3 frets up or down. And that's because it's a symmetrical scale. So before your heads are going to explode, let's go to the first shape in the 5th position again. And the main point I want to show you is that it really matches with the blues scale. Let me play the A blues scale. So if I have this, for example, I can. Isn't that cool? It really fits together. It sticks to the blues sound, but you get some new refreshing notes. And now it's time for you to explore that scale. Explore its sound. First it sounds strange, and enjoy the strangeness and make it sound marvelous.